Quit wasting time with pointless questions and get me the pepcorn. I think that the stream caught that. I'm live streaming. But I mean, this is going to be like a real show. I have a captive audience. I have fans. You don't know my name? Just do something. Interns, am I right? Interns. No way. I blame you when it goes wrong, and I won't give you any credit when it goes right. I'm just gonna trim this out of the live stream, so then when I like post it, I'll just be like the star. And please spell my name right. I do not accept it when my fans say spell it wrong. So I don't drop it. I only have one. That'd be it. Oh no! Crunch. And then it like the pardon the interruption. Sort of like, yeah. That's good. That's dangerous. Kate is gonna be so mad. Why did you break one of the glass lids? It was a live stream. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. And also shout out any questions that happen in the chat, because I can't see that good. All right. I think I'm just gonna like go ahead and start. So like we'll be like basically live from here on out. So like, hello. Thanks for popping in. That's the corniest joke ever. I need to rotate this laptop because I can't even see my ingredients. Oh, I didn't know we needed the ingredients. Yeah, we need the ingredients. I thought that was a given. I need the world to know how to make popcorn. The way I make popcorn. I've uncovered a secret recipe. Media extraordinaire Brian David Gilbert. Comments are coming in. There are a couple ingredients. You got your kernels, which I can't really tilt, but they're there. Tuck in your shirt. Look, this isn't a business call. The rule for live streams is that no one sees below the waist down. So don't worry about it. I think it'll be fine. Anyway, back to the recipe. I've prepared my oil, and just to show that I know what I'm doing, I also have my measuring stuff right here. So I think that I'm ahead of the game. And with that, I think I'm just going to go ahead and show you how it's done. So I'm going to attempt to follow the recipe that you can find online under Brian David Gilbert's channel, and it's how to make pepcorn. Unfortunately, I couldn't find Laogan Ma, and I'm not going to spend that many real dollars on gochugaru. So I just got this sort of like off-brand hot chili sauce from something. I don't care. You need to do the YouTube thing? Do you know what I'm talking about? Nope. The camera, you put your other hand behind it. Yeah, oh. Like that. Good. But closer? Amazing. I don't think that made a difference, but I'm willing to entertain you. So anyway. Woo! Thank you. All right. So I should say, I remember the last time I tried making this. I've only made popcorn like once before, and I had my wonderful cook helping me. But like we used like the biggest pan that we had, and we like covered the entire bottom of it. So we had like pepcorn for like the whole weekend. We had 2 giant bowls of it, and that was too much. So I'm not doing that. This is going to last for one movie. So the popcorn that I used was Jolly Time. That's not the right side. I wonder if it's mirrored. I guess we'll never know. Or I guess we'll find out in about 30 seconds. So that's, you can get popcorn from anywhere. Popcorn's super cheap. Don't worry about that. Oh no, I can see that there are comments coming in, but I can't read them because my intern's away right now. But that's okay. There's comments popping off. You're gonna have to be off to the side. It's not a touch screen.
Oh, sorry. Get better eyes. That is a literal comment.
Get better eyes. All right. And before I can get my special eyes activated, I'm going to show you how to make popcorn. So I put half a cup of kernels in. So that means that you put in half a teaspoon of salt. And that's generally considered the ratio by the man himself. And I don't know a whole lot about salt, and I don't know a whole lot about popcorn, but I'm willing to trust him. And gonna get my other tablespoon. More salt? No, that's what the expert said. Sorry. Maybe audience participation wasn't the way to go, but it's too late for that now. It's a mineral. It's good for you. It's the result of a acid and base mixing. What's not to like?
Hi. Says, yeah, get better eyes.
Okay, so Pi commented on the live stream like days before it went up. And I'm like, cool, a fan, a stranger possibly. But I didn't really do anything about that. So I'm glad that the number pi, which I think is very important, follows me. So I'm flattered. Puffin? Look, I only have like 20 minutes until the movie starts, so I better get onto the popcorn part of the video. Okay. So before I'm not entirely sure how much. Yeah. I'm not sure how much oil, but I'm just gonna go to like the bottom of the pan of the thing is like to like evenly coat all the corn. Hey, I know it's a lot, but who's making the video? You or me? Thank you. Okay. Sorry. Hecklers. I don't know how well the mic will be able to pick this up. So I'm not going to talk a whole lot. It's going to be ASMR.
I will
popcorn.
ASMR popcorn.
Right up to it.
Just right up to the very steaming hot oil so that it can pop.
Steaming hot. Are you talking about the popcorn or the popcorn maker?
Ooh. Steamy.
Hot.
Hot.
Steamy.
I like the half tucked in look.
Thanks. You gotta, whenever your fans tell you to do something, you can't be like just doing everything for the fans, but you have to be your own person, but you also have to listen to them, you know what I mean? So.
Also, Pi says, Nick, Caleb, laying down the law.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna admit, there's a lot more people watching than I expected, and they're a lot more active than I expected. So I don't know what to make of that.
Popcorn.
So I'm gonna make popcorn of that.
There's 7 people watching. How do you feel about that?
That's 5 more people than I thought would be watching. Ooh, somebody should text my siblings, because I just realized that I told them about this, but I don't know if they know when it's starting.
Oops.
Whoops.
Does your intern need to do that too?
No, I got it. But I can't
Singular oily hand.
I don't have the voice command thing, so I'm just gonna have to say we're live.
We're live.
Yeah.
Wait,
So I'm excited to have my college friends, my siblings and stuff to finally kind of meet virtually.
Virtually?
I think that'll be really cool. I think that's enough oil. See, Brian David Gilbert was right. 3 tablespoons.
3 tablespoons.
Okay.
Did we grind up the salt?
No, I don't have a spice grinder.
Do we not have a spice grinder?
I don't have time for a spice grinder.
Okay, well, you're supposed to grind up the salt.
Hey, whose life
It's mine now.
Oh, we almost gave the microphone a taste of the hot chili sauce. So, this was not. So, I'm told that Laogan Ma is like savory and not very spicy. Unfortunately, this isn't very savory, but it is quite spicy. So, I'm going to compromise and only do like a little bit. We'll see how that goes. And also, I should have checked beforehand, but this does, in fact, perfectly fit in the jar. So, yeah. I'm watching. Tripping hazards are no joke. Right, so I'm gonna stick with 1 tablespoon, and then you gotta squeeze. Yeah, you gotta squeeze out the oil. Ooh, that's no good. This is a lot more liquidy than I anticipated. Now that I think about it, Laogan Ma is a brand, and I don't know what he wanted me to buy in particular, if anything at all. But yeah. So, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Maybe I scooped too zealously. But I got a lot of the oil on my hands.
Careful.
I'm being careful. Kind of.
You wash your hands before this?
You always wash your hands before you cook.
This has been a PSA.
Wash your hands, especially now, but in general. Okay, I think the way to do it is just to drip stuff out and then like scoop out some of the solids back into the bowl. Because I distinctly recall that trying to cook it in beforehand is not going to work. Cooking the chili sauce is a bad idea. Have you guys ever seen the video about the guy like trying to make nacho dip? You know?
What?
No, there's this video of a guy on YouTube. You might want to check this out because it's way more funnier than me. But like, he's like showing you how to make a nacho cheese chili dip. But like, it's probably for like a film class or something. But he's so sad. He seems so sad when he's doing it. I'm like, and somebody dubbed over sad music for it. And man, I felt so bad for the guy. It seemed like he was being forced to do it. It's very entertaining. I might put a link. On the other hand, I might forget. So, you never know. All right, I think if I just run my fingers, look, it's gonna be popped at such high temperatures, you know, it won't matter.
My arm is getting tired.
I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready. And we also have a glove to symbolize COVID-19. So just a reminder, because you know we're passing this microphone back and forth. We don't want to contract the big Rona for our pepcorn live stream. All right, so we put our oil in, we put our salt in, we put our other oils in. Now I think that it's time to get to work on popping the popcorn. And then we'll get to the sort of more interesting side of making pepcorn.
That
was a close one. And remember to turn off the oven before you start cooking. We're not going to be preheating the oven for this recipe. But we did. Which is probably the least common cooking problem I've ever heard of before, is forgetting to not preheat the oven. Anyway.
I got a shout out in the comments from Mackenzie.
Oh, Mackenzie. That's great. That was for you. All right, so you're supposed to put the popcorn on to relatively high heat. So I have done just that. And now we're going to get to the... No, I'm not crazy. If I burn down this house and make everyone's nightmares come true, I'll have to live with that. I'm not going to risk it for a bowl of pepcorn. But now it's time to put the microphone as close to the popcorn as I can and see if we can get any cool, relaxing sounds from it. So, yeah, that is kind of a... I don't know what that is, really.
Kaylee also deserves a shout out, apparently.
Out to Kaylee. Out to Mallory. I can hear it crackling a bit. You know, I realize I'm doing the very same thing that the guy did in the video. Except the hat. The straw hat is definitely more dangerous than having long hair. I will say, wearing a shirt with a vest over it is a lot warmer than I thought it'd be. My fans are both a blessing and a curse. I think that if I had all people watching in person, just that'd be fine. If I had people all watching online, that would work. But I'm not sure if this sort of like 50s TV show where there's an audience and a TV camera, if that's how it should be. But you never know. I hope you heard that. It's poppin'.
Mallory has 2 comments.
Woohoo!
Comments are, Caleb looks like the guy from the Alphabet, just in general.
I'll take that as a compliment in the best.
Alphabet, which is a new Netflix movie. And she says, I love the chaotic energy of swinging around the lighter like you did.
Yeah, these are like, I've used these so much in the last year or so that like it's like a cowboy with a revolver or something. Although this one is kind of on its last legs. Is it the good one? Oh, I think I had the flame turned way down.
You should do a matte waterproof tutorial.
Oh, good. That would be way shorter and way less work. So I'm going to shake the popcorn a bit. I'm going to look silly if that didn't do anything. Shaking it up a little bit.
Mallory also says, suddenly that time he snapped with like his whole hand at once makes more sense now.
Mallory, can I comment on your account?
Yeah, sure. It's gonna come up as 2 regrets.
Yeah, I'll put
Okay, I think we're almost done.
no. What? What are you doing?
Might have burnt it a little, but you know what? That's whatever. It's not that hot. All right, so got to put the chili sauce back in. On the other hand, it might be better just to pour spices in individually, but I don't care. I'm doing this for the live stream.
Thank you from comments from our listeners. I like crunch munch time. It's
Soon.
Mackenzie says,
better put professional pepcorn maker on your resume.
Once I get the ad money, check, I will.
Once you get a verification from Brian David Gilbert.
Yeah, yes, I need his blessing. I really...
You heard it here first, folks.
They're good music.
Look at that technique.
So I'm not sure where it all went. It might have just sunk to the bottom. And usually I have super buttery popcorn, but I didn't put any butter in this bad boy. We're gonna find out if I regret that. We're also gonna find out just how spicy this chili sauce truly is in a minute. Thanks. That's for the fans. Oh no, you ate it before me. I was supposed to be the. Woo! Oh! It does have a bit of a kick to it. I'm not regretting. The fact that there's no butter in it is not a problem. And I'm like a butter fanboy. I'm basically like a big butter shill.
Wait. No, you already put the salt.
We put the salt in.
It's not very salty.
It's not very salty. Well, hand me the salt shaker.
Salt.
It's not salty enough.
Add some salt.
We've now added enough salt.
Oh, I got a big boy.
That. And now I'm going to ask my audience, like any true cooking show, to come try out my wonderful creation. It's so good. Some people, 1 out of 2 people, are willing to eat it off the floor. Conley. On the other hand, Conley put club soda and chocolate milk together. So he might not be a man of what we call high culture. Ooh!
This is a little bit more spicy than ketchup, so.
More spicy than ketchup. I strive for that. So with that, I think that we should plate our pepcorn. Honestly, I don't think we need anything more than this. No butter, no extra spices. I think we might be good.
If she likes spicy food, she'd be halfway to UCU right now.
Well, that's awesome. It would be great to have other Mallory here, but as I imagine, social distancing can be a real pain, and not liking spicy foods can also be a real pain. Like an individual. So I know you guys are all asking, are you going to do this again? Probably not. When's the next stream? Probably never. I haven't cracked open this YouTube account in years, and I think that the first thing I did when I logged on was marked all of my high school videos to private so that no one could see them. And if you ever try to remember that, well, I'm going to cut that part of the video out too. So there will be hopefully no record of my
Is that
deeds.
burnt, or is that just like spice?
Was it burnt or spice? We don't know. I'm going to say that it's spice because it's on the bottom of the pan.
I think it's burnt spice.
Yeah, I did not crush it on the part where it's just the oil at the beginning. Because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put the oil of the chili sauce in, and then you put the rest of the solid's a strong word, the slurry of the chili sauce in afterwards to combine the best of getting the oils to cook, but not getting the solid stuff charred or making soggy popcorn.
It should make it even more cursed.
And breaking news, we have a cursed beverage. Please turn the camera over so that we can interview this guy.
What are you drinking there?
Hi, so my name's Caleb Erickson. I'm part of the famous live stream where we make pepcorn. What's your name?
My name's Conley.
And what have you got there, Conley?
It's called an egg cream. It's a real thing. I didn't make it up. You put a little bit of seltzer water with a little bit of chocolate milk, and it tastes pretty good, especially if you put other stuff in it.
Like ice cubes?
Sure,
Is that all that's in there?
for now.
We'll be right back. So if you don't want to be in the video, sorry. Yeah, so will I make more videos? Probably. I'm super busy, but I'm also kind of bored at the same time. I really enjoyed this. The technical aspect was a bit of a nightmare. I have more than 2 people watching me, which means that's like several times more. That's several times more people than I thought would be on here. So I don't know if it's like I picked the right like prime time or what. But now what do I don't even know what's left there. Do you want me to do a song or something? Brian, no, I can't do a silly song. Don't have an instrument. Are you sure? All right, that'll be a separate video. The music will be all separate videos from here on out. So with that, what should I say? What's my closer? Should I say like and subscribe or whatever?
Good popping with you.
Thanks for popping by. Hope to see you next. I don't know. It's been an amazing time. I hope to see you all real soon. Wash your hands.